Perfect Storm agency video. Adam, take one. We knew that we could do things a better way. We wanted our team to be something that challenges everything, and I guess that challenger word is really important. It's about challenging the norm in everything that you do to make things better.
What we do that's quite different to most traditional agencies is that for every project, every brief that comes in, for every client that we speak to, we promise that we build the best team possible to deliver.
So I think it takes a little bit of time to get used to, because it's a model that isn't like anywhere else and isn't like other agencies. So we have the benefit of both a small team and a large team, because we have our core team of the kind of fewer members of strategic thinkers, meet project managers, meet client handlers, and then this really wide pool of talent of our extended team. Which means that you have the benefit of a larger agency and that breadth of talent and knowledge and expertise, but also the kind of familial feel of the kind of small core team as well.
We're completely agnostic to solutions and channels. We totally look at what the strategy needs to be and then build the team around it. So that means around that central team, we then pull in freelance specialists to look after certain elements of the strategy. It could be, a web developer or a team of web developers versus, an ex-creative director that's now back on the tools and that is really passionate about doing great work.
We tend to have people working with clients that are a lot closer to their business in the first place. So rather than a brief coming in and then it being passed by department to department to try and come up with creativity and innovation, we already start to understand the challenges in the business and what we're actually trying to solve. We then flip that on its head and look at it from a customer point of view, and that challenge then becomes something that our ideas then need to solve and genuinely solve from a marketing standpoint. And because we've looked at it from a customer point of view and understand the real challenge, it allows us then to specifically pick the partners that are going to help us solve that challenge. And that for me then is when the real creativity comes, because we're not filling a room full of 20 people just because we feel like everyone should be represented, but we're picking the people that are genuinely going to solve the problem and drive results for the business.
Traditional models often have experts quite far removed from the client. So there may be account handlers, you might have an AE and an AM and an AD who are all kind of translating things one to another, to then translate to a studio manager, to then translate to an art director and copywriter, and things can get mistranslated when you have that many parts removed. Our core team being quite small and quite tight means that the senior management team is really involved, really hands-on, and I think it means that we don't fall into the trap that some agencies can, of promising the cruise liner and delivering the rowboat, where really the senior team, the founders, are trotted out for a pitch and then disappear. So all of the management team are really involved throughout and maintain those kind of constant comms with clients, which means we can get really ingrained within their business, but also kind of talk through problems to help solve them and help respond to them. Whereas with some of those bigger agencies, it's quite difficult for them to kind of add real value to those conversations with clients in the same way.
We needed to challenge the norm and do things a better way, making sure that we knocked a few of these negative stereotypes on the head. Number one, is the talent really fit for the project, or are you literally just giving it to whoever's free in the studio or the tech department? Number two, how quickly can you scale? If a client needs something really quick at Christmas, are you able to put all hands on deck and deliver? A lot of agencies will just look at the resource calendar and go, absolutely no chance we're working on our biggest client for Christmas, sorry. But with us, we needed to be able to do things a better way, and that's about switching on the right talent for the right jobs. And if that means that we have to scale up tenfold, then we can.
if there is a need to turn something around quick, we can switch on another partner. We can, if there's an opportunity to move it into a different space because either something we've spotted or the client spotted, we can move the budget and switch the focus onto another partner to deliver in that area, and even turn campaigns around in a matter of 4 weeks from start to finish, and that's something that's unheard of in a traditional agency.
I think clients want a different take now, and they want to be challenged and they want to be pushed, and they want access to senior team members and marketeers that can help them and help them challenge themselves both within their business and personally. So I think we're really well placed to do that, where I think other agencies would struggle.
I love that moment of when the penny drops, when you see a client team take a glance at each other and nod at some of the benefits that we talk about and some of the traditional agency pitfalls, and then going further than that, when we actually do deliver work and we focus on performance, it's great to sort of see the affirmation in their eyes, the kind of the feedback that yes, you've delivered on what you've said, and it's really compelling.